Hey, what's up everybody? It's me again, Topsy, and as you can see, we are back with more Star Wars. We left off last time here on Tatooine after talking to Bastila's mother about getting a holocron from her dead dad. You know, touching a heartwarming, family stuff. Let's... Can I... Oh, hang on, Carf has to level up. Carf, you need a lot. You need some work done, buddy. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful day so far. It's currently 11:30 at night. So not as late as it could be, but it's a wee bit late. No, I'm gonna keep him on what he's got on. Yes. I really only pulled him out to talk to him.
Yes, what's on your mind? I already told you, he betrayed us all.
Okay, but it's gotta be a more personal reason. Yeah, that one.
Well, there is more to it. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it.
If I didn't want to hear, I wouldn't have asked.
It's just that I don't talk about it very much, okay? I told you about my homeworld, Telos. 4 years ago, Saul led the Sith fleet there and demanded its surrender. The planet refused, and Saul proceeded to devastate its entire surface. Millions died.
Oh, so like Taurus?
A wife and a son on Telos. I thought they would be safe there, but my task force arrived too late to be of much help. We didn't have enough medical supplies. The colony was burning and the dying were everywhere. I remember holding my wife and screaming for the medics, but they didn't come.
You found her body? Impressive.
Of course not. How could you? I had nothing left after that, really. I devoted myself to the fleet. Hunting Saul was my only purpose. I miss them. And I know killing Saul won't bring them back. And it won't make me happy again, but I have to do it. I don't expect you to understand, but I have to pay him back for what he's done. I have to. It's all I have left.
Yeah, well, it's a weird question to ask, but sure, we'll go with it.
She had courage, and she was stubborn. Could never talk her out of anything once she put her mind to it. And she hated it when I signed back onto the fleet at the start of the war. I had planned on leaving soon, to join her.
Yeah, what happened to him?
His name was Dustle, and I don't know what happened to him. The colony was a complete ruin, and we never found any trace of him. I made inquiries and followed the reports from Telos for years, but I stopped. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. Let's continue with what we were doing.
Good enough for me, buddy. Get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, I should have known he was gonna have some skills to put up. Oh my god, Candace, you're so useless right now. An intelligence of 11. Lord have mercy, buddy. You won't get any from me. 9-1. 11-0. Oh, why not?
Yes?
Yeah, what do you want? I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle
Man sure the love story, doesn't he?
An entire subsect of my clan.
Yeah, tell me the story.
For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail.
Any military force that would send the bulk of their army to, like, take care of a smaller force is kind of asking for defeat.
Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them.
Yeah, hang on, you did that?
This is a chance given to a warrior once or twice in a lifetime. The chance to change the course of history in a single act. Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them.
No, I'm glad to know you
Warriors
found
do
that
not
amusing,
flee from a
buddy.
battle if
You know,
they
real
lose it.
heartwarming stuff right
They
there.
fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know?
Nope. I am done with you.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Yep. Alright, no, don't do that.
Yes. What is it? I was remembering Taris.
Why would you want to remember that shithole?
No, it's all right. I think I'm over the worst of it. I apologize again for lashing out at you. It was not your fault. It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
Yeah, the rat ghouls.
There was always the danger of raccoons coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
Yeah, no one's gonna,
And
you know,
of
help you guys
course,
out.
There was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our
That's some petty
successes.
shit. That's
But
not cool.
I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
Yeah, one of them.
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Yeah, what happened to them, huh?
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can.
But I was asking you right now. Don't make me waste more time.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Yeah, why?
No, I never did I? Elusive? Me, elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice.
Clearly not.
At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Yeah, move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
Oh, this man.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
I guess not.
There. Now was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you, but Ah, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Well, maybe a few.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can be all bad.
Yeah, who the hell's that?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
Yeah, hang on.
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days.
Oh, more stories, awesome.
Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Oh, Jolie. Jolie. Let us go and get the special droid we need to be able to do the pacifist run with the sand people. Because without HK, we have no choice but to fight them.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional Size-Tech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership.
Yeah, tell me what you can do first.
Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Yukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat. Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid.
Alright, I'ma buy you.
Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining.
I'm not gonna threaten him.
Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Alright, buy the droid. Hello. Off-world money, that's a way of saying it, but okay. Yeah, hang on, we're here for the droid.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it?
And you haven't tried doing what you said it needs to be done? Yeah, what have you tested? And what does HK mean? Oh wow, you're such a wealth of knowledge, aren't you? Yeah, where'd you get it?
Gee, that doesn't sound suspicious at all. Warehouse workers have a bad habit of paying off their debts with other people's property, you know?
Alright, how much do you want for it? 5,000? Oh hell no. Oh, okay. 'Oh, you fucking moron. $2,500. Okay, we can work with that. 2,500. I can earn that back in a heartbeat. Yeah, do you know anything about that? I already asked that question, that's stupid. Yep, time for me to go. I'm gonna get my droid and head on out.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Okay.
Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master.
Okay, our droid might be a bit of a sociopath.
Statement.
Or psychopath.
I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Alright, well now we got all of our, the full team. I'm gonna want 2 Jedi with me for when we head out there. Just cause we're gonna need it. Hello, friend. Let me out.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Well, let's see. Come on. All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there.
Oh, well, thank you. You're polite. As long as you're not a dickhead, I don't mind you too much.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert?
Should I know you?
You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead.
The lockup. It is safe to say that I am fully capable of translating and